Heck yeah, man. How we doing today, groovy people? Hope everybody's feeling good. Hope everybody's hopping and bopping and popping out there on a Thursday. We are on the cusp. Tony, we're on the brink, if I may, of an extended long weekend. I gotta be totally honest. I'm looking forward to it, dude. We're shutting the show down tomorrow. Monday is Labor Day. So everybody just scram. You know what I mean? Everybody just scatter in different directions, and we'll reconvene next Tuesday after the holiday weekend. I actually have a lot of really wild stuff planned this weekend, man. I am going. Tony, you ready for this? I'm going on a fishing expedition with Jeff Faust from the Freestone Peaches. I'm looking forward to it very much, actually, on Saturday. Then I'm going to a party on Sunday. This is a big house party, and this guy's got a big piece of property up here in the North Bay. Dude, this is the guy, Tony, who had this suite when you and I saw Pearl Jam at the Oakland Arena a couple of years ago. This guy's name is Ken, good friend of my buddy, BC, Brian Connors, the legendary BC. So anyway, going to this party on Sunday, this guy hired Jerry's Middle Finger, which is a Jerry Garcia tribute band that I've seen before. They're amazing. Tony, didn't you see them at the Guild?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. They're fantastic, man. They're a damn good band. Seriously. And if anybody gets a chance to see them, they're actually playing 2 nights in Half Moon Bay in a couple weeks, and I'm going to go out there and go see them. They're a great band. Seriously.
Yeah. So you know what I'll do is I'll send some videos out to the VIPs from the Jerry's Middle Finger party. That should be a lot of fun. And I hope you guys all in the comments line, the PMP community, I hope you guys have a great weekend too. And I hope you got a lot of exciting plans, or just shutting it down, bro, and watching like season 4 of The Bear. You know what I mean? Just whatever you got to do to get through the weekend is fine with me, because that's a great way to spend like a day off too. Just binge your way through like your favorite series or whatever. We will today, by the way. We have Troy Clardy coming on the show. He is a Stanford play-by-play voice who will be filling in for Greg Papa for at least one game in the booth. So he'll be doing play-by-play for the Niners this year. Troy is an old friend of ours. We've known him for a very long time, and I'm really happy for him. What a great opportunity for Troy. So that's coming up. Also, we have Sound Summit tickets to give away. We're going to do that today before the end of the show. You must be a VIP to qualify to win. That's the only thing we ask. You know, most of you guys already are. I see in the comments line, so thanks so much. But anyway, if you're a VIP, you can qualify to win the Sound Summit tickets. Tony, also on the agenda today, we've got some Giants news, we got some Niner news, and we can spin the wheel and start anywhere you want. Oh, but first, sorry, one last thing, Tony. Hello to all the shout out to Uncle Leo. Hello to all of our friends on Instagram. Hello to all of our friends on Twitter, and of course on YouTube, and all of y'all watching on the Cron 4 Plus app. Thank you for joining the Polymac Particle Show. We're glad to have you. The family is always expanding and growing, and everybody's welcome here as we like to have a good time and share a few laughs every day. Tony, how are you doing today, my brother, before we dive into the meat of the show?
I'm good, man. But Christian Bale has a reaction to your weekend.
Oh, good for you.
Okay.
What does that mean? Why are you attacking my weekend? I don't get it.
He just is excited for your events. He says, oh, good for you. He's excited for your events.
Give me another one. Give me some more Bale.
Oh, you want more Bale?
I do.
Oh, good for you.
We can like pump it too.
Oh, good for you.
I'm waiting for like a remix with a drum beat underneath. Oh, good for you. You know what I mean? Give me some like rhythm underneath that. We could do something with that.
Also, dude, Tim Ryan checked in about the holiday weekend.
I am absolutely jacked out of my mind, bro.
Okay.
Also, Paulie, Satan wants to say hello.
Satan, a.k.a. the devil.
And then also, we got to make some pelicans fly over the weekend.
Pelican fly. Come on, pelican.
And then, Paulie, are you going to catch? Hold on, are you going to catch a fish tonight, or today, or this weekend?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've cast my line, if you know what I'm saying. Seriously, when was the last time, Tony, you sat with a fishing rod in your hand and just threw a cast out there and then reeled in something? When was the last time?
Funny you should mention that, Paulie. Just 2 weeks ago in Bend, Oregon, on the Deschutes River. So I didn't.
Did you catch anything?
No, we didn't catch anything. But trout are abundant in that river, so we were trying to. But I was trying to tell my son Dom, like fishing is a sport of patience.
Yeah.
And, we only had a couple hours to chill out in the river and cast. But
where did you get your gear, by the way? Where did you get your fishing rods and your tackle and all that kind of stuff?
The moms on the trip, Megan and Shannon, they bought these little kits that have a rod that comes, you can screw together the pieces and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was cool, and the kids were really into it, and I was like, as long as they learn how to cast they're not going to catch a fish, but learn how to cast. That's fun. I mean, and they had a really good time. So I was like, you know what? We're going to explore this more. And yes, Don Peralta, fishing equals patience. You're damn right, dude. So, and guys like Sweet Mad Hatter who go to like salmon derbies and trout derbies.
Yeah, right. Those guys are super hardcore. Yeah.
Tip my cap, man. Tip my cap, because it's like you got to be patient and you got to just chill. The only fishing I ever grew up doing was in Tahoe on the pier just down the street from our cabin. You go crawdad fishing. You would wrap, and my dad and I still do it, where you'd wrap just a slab of bacon around a rock and then wrap a string around that rock and just lower it down into the but dude, these crawdads will come up with their claws and they'll grab on and you just pull it up, and next thing you know, you got a bucket full of crawdads. So that's the only fishing I've done as a kid, but it was fun to cast the rod and
it is. No, it is, man. And like you said, it's a sport that requires patience, but it's also, to me, it's a sport, like it's a great social activity. You hang out with your buddies, drink a couple of cold beers, and just relax. Like there's no pressure, there's no clock ticking. It's just like, let me cast this thing again and see what happens. You know what I mean? And if you reel one in, that's a bonus.
Utah, give me 2.
First of all, you said patience, so I just started humming Axel. Just a
little patience.
Yeah. How about I've been walking the streets at night?
Yeah. I like patience, dude. Patience, yeah.
It's
no problem with patience.
Really fun to play on guitar too. We should actually play that song, Paul. It's a beautiful song.
I don't know if you remember this, but you and I actually did play that song several times. That time we went down to Santa Cruz and stayed in Tonelli's little a bungalow down there. We had our guitars. I remember the 2 songs we were playing was Standing on the Moon by the Grateful Dead multiple times, because he's throwing that weird F at you. There's an F chord out of nowhere. Bam. Jerry just throws it in the mix like a wrench. Like, where'd that come from? And then also we were playing Patience several times. You're right. It is. That's a fun song to play on acoustic guitar. Oh, dude, you know what? Speaking of, sorry, I've been meaning to say this for a while. If the PMP community is interested, I'm just throwing this out there, I will be gigging with the Freestone Peaches, because that's coming up now. That's in about a month at Sweetwater in Mill Valley. It's Saturday, October 4th. And I think I'm going to wind up doing like half the set that night. I'm going to be in that thing for a long haul. Their primary singer can't make the gig. They call me out of the bullpen when he's like double booked, because he sings in a couple of different bands. Bergie, their regular lead singer. So they're calling me out of the pen. I'll take about half the vocals, and then they have another part-time singer named Justin, and he'll take half the vocals. But anyway, come on out, and they will sell this gig out. They always sell out Sweetwater. So if you're interested, go grab some tickets now while you still can. Freestone Peaches, October 4th. I will be there in full rock and roll animal mode. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun.
We got a super right out of the gates, and it's our man Escobar. And Escobar says Janine Garofalo was funny last night, so he watched the night flight after, and he said awesome as usual. Thanks, Escobar. And he says glad my cheeks made a cameo. So.
I told you, listen, you will see those cheeks at the end of the show today, Tony. We're starting a new tradition at the end of the week, every week, which will generally be a Friday. We will end the show, because it's kind of like, that's what 107.7 The Bone used to do. Like at 5 o'clock, everybody's working for the weekend. They used to play that as the weekend was starting. So now when we go into the weekend, you will see Escobar's cross fingers over the spandex-clad cheeks that he sent us. So I look forward to that. Go ahead, T. What do you got?
I got it locked and loaded, ready to go. Escobar, thank you for the super, and thank you again. We thanked you last night, but thank you again for just making that happen. And Paulie, you mentioned working for the weekend, but also I got to tip my cap to John Grappone, one of our favorite former K-Fog DJs who used to play smoke 2 joints every Friday at 5 o'clock during his shift. And he didn't play the Sublime version. He played the original, the Toys version. So, and he would come out, he would start it at 5 o'clock on the air, and then he would open the studio door and just, hey, come on, everybody. Come on. Smoke 2 joints. Have a good weekend, everybody. And he's this old New Yorker who was just an incredible.
How about the pipes on Grappone?
Yeah, hi, everybody. It's John Grappone. Listen, I was hanging out with Pete Townsend last night, and then Ray Davies called. We went out. We got some pizza.
Like, he had the most incredible voice. You remember? The pipes of Grappone. Best thing to do with a guy like Grappone, shut him down. Let's get him off the air. Let's get rid of Renee. Get rid of Peter Finch. None of them are any good, Tony. I'm being sarcastic, of course. And while you're at it, let's sweep Annalisa right out of there, too, because she was no good. How about Annalisa? Dude, the old K-Fog lineup was just chock full of radio superstars, and it really was a sad day in the Bay Area when they shut that station. They wound up putting KBR on that position on the FM dial. But, you know, I miss K-Fog. I really do. I missed all those guys. They were great people, too. Great people.
Great people. Paulie, I'm going to handle some business as business part of the show. I'm going to handle some
business. We got a lot of business to handle, T. We got sponsor business. How do you want to start our business today?
I want to handle some business. First of all, I want to remind people that Tolbert will be Tom Tolbert Bay Area Sports Collective will be live at Fieldwork today at 4:00. Fieldwork in San Leandro. So check out Tommy T. He's back from his European travels. And then also, I just want to remind people that we are now on Cron 4 Plus, and our new partnership has begun with them. We're super excited, and we have so many ideas down the pike that we're going to dive into as this thing grows. It's a brand new, they just revamped and launched a brand new app, Cron 4 Plus, and we are part of that launch. It's part for your smart TVs right now through Roku, through your Fire Stick, or through Apple TV. You can get Cron 4 Plus. Soon enough, it will be available on your mobile device as well. And the show right now is on video on demand when you go to Cron 4 Plus, or they stream it live. They stream it at 11:30 p.m. every night as well. So I want to thank Danielle over at Cron, and also Chris Flynn, of course, and everybody over there that's helping us out. And it's a wonderful partnership that we look forward to many doing many things down the road with them. And then Paulie, hang on, we had a super just pop up. So stand by. Look at
Tommy. That's Tommy Peralta. He's checking in as a super today. See what he's got.
What is this? He says, Don, what are you doing, man? He goes, PMP from Great American Music Hall last night during opening band. The opening band ruled after jumping in the mosh pit for Rickshaw Billy Burger Patrol and The Sword.
Yeah.
I watched PMP when I got home. Night Flight was I can't see the icon.
It said Night Flight was so much love to the PMP, I guess. But no, Dom, thanks, man. I'm glad you had a good time last night, and thank you for the super contribution. Dommy is, again, we sung his praises last night, and, we love all you guys, and Dom's at the front of that line, man. So, Dom, thank you, brother. Thanks.
Dom's incredible, man. And thanks for checking in, brother. I'm glad you got to see some music, dude. What a badass. He goes Skomas Monday. He goes Giants Tuesday. He goes live music Wednesday. Damn.
It's been like that. It's been an action-packed week. And how about the Giants just dropping like a hammer of prejudice on the Cubs last night, dude? They just kicked the snot. Dude, they had a catcher pitching by the end of the night last night, the Cubs, which is always one of my favorite things. Today, Logan Webb goes on the hill 12:45. They go for the sweep today. Baltimore comes in tomorrow. Hopefully the Giants can continue to play great baseball, because right now they're playing some of the best ball we've seen this year. The Milwaukee series and now the Cubs. I mean, this is a pretty good-looking team if they could keep this up. Now, Tony, we also have 49er news, and we'll do the music assignment, by the way, after our Troy Clardy interview. But the big news with the Niners today, kind of refreshingly, is nothing about Juwan Jennings, nothing about holdouts, nothing about, unhappy contract negotiations. I actually want to get into the Niners' new uniforms, Tony, and I want to get your yeah. And by the way, let's just keep track of what's going on here, Niner fans. Let me run through this real quick. The 49ers now have 5. Okay, you're going to see 5 different uniforms this year. Tony, let me walk you through them. The black Nike rivalry uniform, the red throwback, the white throwback, the red primary, and the white primary. So now you got 5 different looks coming at you. Now the black one is the big news today. Do you want to put that up on the screen for people that haven't seen it yet?
Sure. I don't know. I mean, sure.
I don't want any part of it. By the way, I reject it. I reject the look. I think it's a horrible look. Black is not part of the Niner color scheme. I'm sorry. I love the color black, but not on my 49ers. They're we know their colors are white, red, and gold. Cut the crap with the black, dude. Black ain't part of their scheme.
Well, let's this is from the San Francisco 49ers marketing and media department. So stand by, Paul. Here we go.
This one is for the faithful, but it's always been the ones who bled red, white, and gold that turned to silver again and again and again and again and again. And when we have something to settle, well, we do that for the faithful too. That's when we wear black.
I just got to pause it there for a second, Paul.
No, help a brother out, man. Help a brother out. I'm on my knees over here. I don't know what to say to this, dude. When we got a score to settle, what are we doing?
By the way, you know who that voice is? Can you tell who that voice is? I know who that is. Can you tell?
Ward. That's Fred, right?
No, I think it's Keena Turner. I'm pretty sure it's Keena Turner.
Let's go back. Let me hear it again. I'm pretty sure that I'm saying Fred Warner on this. Let's go.
Fred's not voicing this.
Black. Well, we do that for the faithful too.
Maybe.
That's when we wear black.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You might be right. And if it's Keena, I love Keena Turner. God bless Keena Turner. But Keena Turner never wore a freaking black jersey with red numbers. I'll tell you that much, man. Keena Turner was too busy winning Super Bowls. He didn't have time to throw the black jersey on, Tony. You feel me? You know?
Yeah, I 100% I feel you, dude. And this is so here's the thing, Paulie. Well, here, okay, I'm just going to pause it there for a second to just fully I don't know, grasp.
By the way, I just got to shout out Noemi real quick. Sorry, Tony, because she's coming in with deep Keena Turner knowledge. The finesse-ass 49ers, Keena Turner, that's exactly right. That's after the Soldier Field 1988 NFC Championship. One of maybe my favorite 49er game of all time. And they're in the locker room after the game, and it's like, 30 below zero. Keena's taking his gear off. He's like, who would have thought it? The finesse-ass 49ers come into Soldier Field and kick the Bears' ass. It was crazy. It's like one of my favorite Keena quotes. God bless you, Keena. We love you, man. And still, by the way, heavily involved with the Niners in a variety of roles down there, and still a great guy. We Tony and I, we both love freaking Keena, man. Great dude.
Love Keena Turner. Absolutely. I have a Keena Turner jersey, and I'm not a big jersey guy, but I have a Keena Turner jersey. But I got to shout out.
See that, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen your Keena jersey. Right, red or white? Home or away?
White. It's white. It's a beautiful jersey. I just don't wear jerseys a lot, So
no, neither do I. I feel you. Right.
But I got to give Los D some love on the chat. He says those Lombardi winning teams didn't need to change colors. They just played ball and dominated. Business takes over sports/games once again. Oh, dude, he's so right, man. This is all about the NFL and Nike saying, we're not asking if you want these uniforms. We're telling you.
Oh, we're going to force feed. Yeah, we're force feeding you these things. And this will be mercifully the one piece of good news. Unless you like these. I mean, maybe people do like these. I'm not one of those people. I am not down with this. But I got to say that I think we're only going to see them one time. And it'll be the Seattle game at the end of the season. I think it's the last game on the schedule. So we only have to endure these once. But I'd rather I feel the same way about the Giants, even though the City Connects are really popular and people like those and people like Orange Friday. I think the Giants home uniforms are some of the best unis in baseball. I love the Giants road unis too, just the basic gray with San Francisco. And I feel the same way about the Niners. I think their traditional red on gold look is the best look. Like that's their iconic look that they had all their success with. So I'm just not a fan of forcing black into the color scheme when it really doesn't belong there. Like black is for Pittsburgh, black is for, the Raiders, but I don't see a place for it with us, even though they're going to force feed us again.
So I'm assuming that every NFL team is being forced to wear these rivalry uniforms at least once this season.
Right.
If it's once this season, okay. And Paulie, I'm just doing this because, remember my first reaction to the City Connects was like, oh my God, what are we doing, man? But then they grew on me. I admitted that they grew on me. I went into the Al Davis confessional and they grew on me, right? These, I'm trying to be more open-minded, but I'm really struggling. I'm struggling because I love the saloon font. I love it. I really do. I love it. But I feel like the end zone is the place for the saloon font. I don't.
You're all over it, buddy. You're preach on. You're hitting the nail on the head.
And I feel like black is just like the lowest common denominator for another uniform. Like if they would have done a different variation of red, maybe with white pants, maybe I would have been into that, or all whites, another version of the all whites with white jersey, white pants.
Yeah.
This whole black thing. But supposedly, Paulie, they asked players, what do you want? And supposedly a lot of the players, this is what they voted for. This is involving the players' input. So at some point you just got to say, okay. And let's finish the video though, Paul, because I feel like we need to do it justice. Stand by. Here we go. Well, hold on. Can we just go back on the very
Yeah, go ahead, dude. Go. Tony, go nuts. I want you going off today, bro. Give me everything. Give me all your innermost frustrations. By the way, look at this guy.
right. Like, yeah.
Shout out Sasquatch right here. I think we found him, dude. I think the Squatch has come home in the Black Niner uni. Yeah, dude. I see a resemblance. Very Sasquatch-esque look on Kittle right there, dude. I can easily see him roaming the woods up in Oregon somewhere. But yeah, go ahead, T.
But you know, Kittle is like he's a jovial joke. He's a very funny guy.
Yeah, he's trying to be Mr. Tough Guy right there. He's getting very serious. Yeah. He's like, I got my black on. No more funny business. Yeah.
I'm not buying this right here. Like, did some producer have to say, George, I really need you to be like very pensive. I need you to pause. And I need
guaranteed. Guaranteed he was directed on this. All right, George, you're going to walk up to the left. I want you to look over your right shoulder and look pissed. Think about something that angers you. Yeah. Think about your hyper-focused intensity on the field. What can I tell you? You know what I mean?
I also don't need the word faithful on the uniform either. I don't
need faithful. I don't know. Definitely don't need. The only faithful I need is the Pearl Jam song "Faithful," which I'll take. By the way, I saw them play a great version of that in Oakland in 2013 with you, Tony. Great version of "Faithful." We're faithful. Anyway, I'll take the Pearl Jam version. Don't need it on my Niner jersey.
And before we get to Dr. Young and Carlos de la Fuente, we'll finish this video. But I like the faithful. I feel like is being used too much. To be honest with you, in my opinion. And so I don't know, 49er faithful back when I was a kid, it was just kind of like that's what you called the fans, and that was it. It didn't become this huge marketing campaign and this huge slogan for the I don't know. Anyways, that's just
you're on fire. No, I agree 100% with everything you're saying. You're right. The fans were known as the faithful, was not part of the marketing or presentation of the team. Now it's on the jerseys, it's in the end zone. Bro, it's faithful to the Bay. When you go into the Vi, it's plastered on the side of the stadium. Faithful to the Bay. Now you got to deal with that. I mean, listen, I throw my hands up. You can't fight City Hall. This is what they're giving us. What?
John Joseph says, be a sheep and buy it, faithful.
Yeah, totally, John. Exactly, man.
Yeah, let's finish this thing and then we'll move on. But here we go.
Okay.
20 more seconds.
All right, let me come into my Siskel and Ebert movie critic kind of comment right here. First of all, here's like kind of a contradiction. They're pumping these new uniforms, trying to get us to like John Joseph said, be a sheep, open your wallet, whip out the Visa card, and go buy like 10 of these things. That's what the NFL wants. But dude, leave it right there. Leave the freeze frame where you have it. See, that's my guy. That's what I want my Niner fans. So give me some 80s shades. Give me a Tom Selleck mustache and the saloon font on a hat. That's what and it looks like he's wearing the gold jacket too. But how ironic is it that they're like, here are the black jerseys. We're all business now. We're not messing around anymore. Now we're pissed. Fred Warner's pissed. Kittle's pissed. But meanwhile, all the throwback highlights they show are of the Niners in their classic uniforms. You know what I mean? It's like, we're faithful to the Bay. Here's the real uniform. Now buy this black one. Like all the highlights, my point is all the highlights are the old school unis. Kind of a contradiction. Anyway.
It's very confusing. It's very confusing.
It's like a muddled message, dude. They're sending out mixed messages. I don't know how to react. Yeah.
And I don't know why. What? Yeah, it's all marketing. It's all revenue. I know why. I just answered my own question. But it's like, and also, did you see the Warriors have new uniforms coming out? New city uniforms coming out that are like they're like brown and
well, brown nicely with the blue and gold. Yeah, right.
I'm gonna see if I can find these, dude. Because again, this came from the sports desk of Robot Centaur, and he sent them to us, and it's like, dude, what are those? So let me share. Let me find those, and I can share. Yeah, here we go. And I haven't seen any like press release about this, but
I haven't seen these yet. This will be a first for me.
So let me just get this onto the show here, Paulie. But I'm going to stop sharing that other video, and we can get this on the screen here. Here you go. Okay, can you see that? Yeah. So there you go. So it's like a brown. It's like a cream color and brown. I don't know. Can you?
I see it, dude. No, I see it. I'm
shorts, and those are the shorts. So
We're going brown. I don't know. It looks like the Cleveland Browns. I don't know what's going on anymore, bro. I mean, what are color schemes for if you're just throwing all these other colors on the palette? I don't understand. By the way, I want to welcome a couple of new voices, a couple of new faces I've seen out here on the list today. I've never seen you guys before, so welcome aboard. Ryan Margoni, if that's how you pronounce it. Welcome aboard, Ryan, and welcome Part-Time Golf. We got some new guys on the chat today. Nice to see. Yeah, nice to see some new faces. Yeah.
Seeing on the chat for the first time in a long time because he's usually on Instagram. But Pinaki, welcome Pinaki back to the chat.
Hey, Pinaki, good to see you, brother. Nice. Arkansas Dave, all our guys, Robot Center. We love you guys. Hey, Tony, real quick before we get into Dr. Matt Young today, only because so many people you've been asking. Dom was texting me this morning. A lot of people were like, Paulie Matt, give us the Burning Man update because we kind of teased it last night. I'm going to give it to you. Here it comes. The Burning Man update is it's a freaking mess out there in the desert. It literally and truly a mess. They've had heavy rains. They've had dust storms. Tony, we announced last night they closed down the orgy tent, for God's sakes. And then what's this world coming to when they closed the orgy tent? And then I think it was Don Peralta this morning going, Paulie, I got a conceptual comedy piece for you. I want Marty Laurie reporting live from Burning Man. Can you imagine? And I dig the whole concept. Instead of Marty Saturday in the park, dude, Marty on the playa. You know what I'm saying? I got a bottle of olive oil in one hand and a fistful of glitter in the other. Marty, you know what I'm saying? Marty Lurie reporting live from the orgy tent. They shut it down. They shut it all down. I like Marty at Burning Man. That's got some legs to it, Tony. What else could we have Marty doing at Burning Man? I'm here riding the fire dragon. You know, they got all those big parade floats and everything. I'm sitting up here on the dragon, throwing glitter on all my friends. You know.
Good. Come on. Is it coming? Yeah, there it is, Paulie. So do you see that? It's not the orgy tent, it's the orgy dome. That's the orgy dome.
Bad. No, of course. Yeah, the orgy dome. I don't want to miss. Yeah, there's. Thank you. They shut it down. The orgy dome. It's closed. Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible what's happening in our world today. And by the way, Burning Man used to be like all about bartering and all about like community.
Well, it was a true kind of hippie thing way back in the day. It actually started on Baker Beach. That was the original point. The first Burning Man ever, I believe, happened at Baker Beach. Now it's a huge like industry. Is that what you were going to say, Tony? Just how it's changed?
Yes, and also the fact that tickets are now between $550 and $3,000 to go to Burning Man now.
So you just can't walk around in the mud for 3 days. Yeah, $5,000. Yeah.
Then it got to the point where people were like helicoptering in and being dropped down into the desert. The Burning Man is just it's not what it was meant to be. So you asked me yesterday, hey, did you ever desire to go to Burning Man? I said yes, every year. And my friend Erica, shout out Erica Gagliari. She's a dear friend from my Tahoe days. She goes every year, and every year she'd be like, "Hey, is this the year you're gonna go? Is this the year you're gonna go?" I could never do it just because of scheduling, but I was always interested in the old style Burning Man, not this style where it's. I mean, dude, I could show you a picture of the traffic jam trying to get into the desert.
I saw it. No, it's like apocalyptic, bro. It's like 30 miles long of traffic, and it's like pouring rain and like dust. It sounds like a real disaster this year, actually. And it's funny you say that, Tony, because I have a good friend of mine I went to college with, and this young lady, she still goes every year, and she's super hardcore. She's like an artist, and she builds stuff, and she gets into it and everything. But I've never gone. I'm not really interested in going. I got my own Grateful Dead concerns to worry about. Like if I'm going to spend $5,000, I'm going to try to see as many Dead shows as I can for $5,000. I'm not doing a 3-day thing in the mud. Tony, you handle this one. I think he's talking to you, buddy. Go ahead.
Aaron Kask, I love you, man, and thanks for coming out on Tuesday night. Great to see you and your family. Thank you for the super as well. No, I don't believe there's bartering at the Orgy Dome. It's I think it's just a free for all.
The Orgy Dome, bro. What are we doing out here? By the way, there's also, I've heard people report on this, dude. There's also, I'll keep it clean for the censors. There's a BJ tent as well, or a BJ Dome. What it means, like, if you need one, you just walk in, and I don't know. They're giving you that kind of service, apparently. Yes, go ahead, T.
Ollie, I'm going to try and keep this clean as well. Yeah. The Orgy Dome, but I also think your BJ Dome, it's also, I think it's just an oral dome. Because I think it's for both. I think it's
whatever.
Everybody.
Yeah, we want to make sure everybody's needs are getting fully serviced out here. Yeah, Marty Lurie, right outside the BJ Dome. I'm going in. Me and Raph are going in. Hey, Raph, you know he's got Raph carrying his gear. Raph, bring in the portable mic. Let's go into the BJ tent and see what happens.
And Marty maybe rocking like a Giants themed orange and black.
No question.
Like some sort of getup.
I think Marty's just walking around in a pair of boxers, flip-flops, and he's got like an orange and black like Giants necktie on. I got my tie on. You know what I mean? Tie me up, Raph. Let's say throw some glitter in my face. Yeah.
It could be a collar, and Raph is holding the leash. I mean, there's that too.
Dude, now we're getting into it. Okay, get over here, you B. You know what I mean? He's like jerking his leash. Like, keep up with me, B. Boom, just jerking the leash. Dude, Raph is like, oh, sorry. All right, I know it's getting loose. What are you gonna do? This is what goes on inside my head. Raph and Marty at the BJ tent. I'm a big Raph fan, by the way. I'm a big Raph fan. I love that kid, and also Marty too. I'm just breaking his balls. All right, Tony, we got to do a spot. We got a guest coming up, and we haven't even done a spot yet. Let's talk about Dr. Matt Young. Tony will be headed into Young Dental later on today to finish that crown procedure. And we encourage all of you to reach out and talk to Dr. Matt Young if you haven't already. He's been my dentist for over a decade. The guy does incredibly good work, and he's just a great dude. He's a great guy. He's been in San Francisco for 25 years in the business, 490 Post Street. His practice, his entire staff, they're all incredibly professional, very courteous. They're very courteous and considerate of your time, too. They'll make sure they can find an appointment that's going to work for you. Talk to Dr. Young. Thank you. Anytime, 415-392-8611. Email Dr. Young at info@youngdentalsf.com. And Tony, I'll let you have the final word today as you are going in to finish it's a crown. He's going to finish up today.
Yeah, I got my crown finishing up, and I'm actually very excited to see Dr. Young because I was just telling my kids this morning because my son Dom said, "Dad, aren't you going to the dentist today? Are you worried?" And I go, "To be honest with you, Dom, I'm actually not because I'm going to have a great hang with Dr. Young, and it's going to be relaxing." Like, because, I get the numbness going and I get the music going. And also Dr. Young likes to talk ball. I know his son just started freshman football at SI. And he's playing with my cousin's son. And so they're buddies. And so we just talk about the whole youth sports, scene. And he's also a passionate Giants fan too, as well. And he's a baseball fan. So we talk about that as well. And music guy. So when he gives me the headphones, I'm very excited to get the headphones and then just relaxed. And dude, like you said, Paulie, and everything you said, everything you told me about him and his staff is true.
Yeah.
They make you feel so comfortable. They make you feel right at home. It's also just a very comfortable building. You're in San Francisco. I think it's the 8th floor on 490 Post Street. So you get some cityscape views as you're getting your mouth worked on. And dude, I don't know, man. We've said this all along. Nobody says, "Oh man, I love going to the dentist. I can't wait to go to the dentist." Nobody really ever says that. But I will say Dr. Young knows that. And so he flips the script on that and makes it an enjoyable experience. And dude, I'm also getting teeth whitening stuff today.
Nice.
I'm going to start a project with my daughter, Olivia, and we're going to start whitening these bad boys. I'm not going to stop drinking red wine or coffee. So I need to start whitening my teeth. So Dr. Young was all about that. So if you want to get a cleaning, if you want to get whitening, if you want to have, he is the implant surgery guru, Jedi. That's what he specializes in. But he also is doing my crown, and he's, how like some people are just really good with their hands, and like they have like a gentle touch, dude. Like I don't mean to get so vivid, but like he's very gentle with his hands. I don't know how to explain it. It's really a skill. It's really a skill. Because you're thinking about it like there's a drill in my mouth, there's like a little scalpel in my mouth or a little point, and it's like one false move and it could be And so I'm just so thankful for him and so thankful that we're partnered with them as well and their whole staff. And I'll report back next week. I'll have some more pictures on Tuesday of my experience, and hopefully people will get in there. I think Don Peralta is going in there for sure. Oh, Juan Santa Maria went in there a few weeks ago. So
I hope he wore his Bruce Lee jacket and the orange headband when he walked in. I mean, I want my people meeting Dr. Young, repping the PMP community. But everything Tony said, I can definitely back it up. I mean, the guy, he's just a great guy. He's a really cool dude, family man, big Giants fan, loves baseball. So get on in, see Dr. Young, and as Mike Damone said in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, you won't regret it. In fact, you'll celebrate it the same way Tony is. We're going to send Tony down to Santa Barbara tomorrow with a whole new look, a crown, whitened teeth. I had my teeth whitened at Dr. Young. You got to do it sometimes. Scrape all that gunk off of there. All the coffee and red wine, like you said, I'm an enthusiast of both, and they do take their toll. So thank you, Dr. Matt Young. We love you, and Tony will be in today. Are we ready to bring in our guest of the hour, Tony? Just checking in.
Not yet, Paulie, not yet. We have Troy Clardy is getting all set up. He's not in the green room yet, but he's getting all set up. It's a common theme, Paulie, that people, we've talked about this. It's a new medium for everybody that's involved in radio. When we introduce the StreamYard or the video element, it's a new medium for everybody. You saw with Michael Nash the other day. Troy right now is just texting me saying that StreamYard is not recognizing his microphone. So so I kind of want to like bring him on and try it and see if I can manipulate his microphone on my end. So I'm going to tell him to try and come on, and then we'll see if we can make it work, Paulie. But there is a chance that it couldn't and what we're going to do now from here on out, PMP Familia and everybody checking in, we're going to test everybody that we're going to schedule to come on from here on out, because we don't want the product to suffer just because of people not having a lot of experience on this medium. So if you don't mind, Paulie, I'm going to tell him to get in here, and then we'll give
it a shot. And we do have a super from Robot Centaur as well. So before we get to Troy, let's throw that up there and give him a little bit of love.
Hang on, I'm texting Troy right now.
Okay, man.
Okay.
Dude, thank God for Creative Tony, by the way, too, producing the show. If Tony wasn't producing, this whole thing would fall over on its side immediately. I have no production skills at all. I just sit here and run my mouth. But Tony, you're doing a great job, dude. Don't even sweat it. We'll figure it out. Oh, and there's Robot Centaur. When are we getting the PMP rivalry? You got to talk to Dom, man. You got to talk to Dommy. He'd be the guy to work something like that up. Great call. And what would our rivalry jerseys look like? They're already black. Maybe we'd have to go the opposite. Maybe we go white with a black logo. I don't know. Dom, get to work. Get in the lab, bro. But Robot Centaur, thank you, bro. Great hanging out the other night too, man. Had a lot of fun.
Robot Centaur, thank you, brother. And by the way, the PMP fantasy football draft is Monday night, Paulie. So come Tuesday, we're going to have a full roster ready to go. And then, by the way, next week is NFL opening week. So we got football Thursday, Friday, Sunday next week.
I told you. And by the way, that's why I mentioned last night that it is return of the hot and sour picks. They will be back. And, you're right. Since there's a game on Thursday, maybe we should hand in the picks on Thursday, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the hot and sour picks are going to return next week. I'll pick a few games. Tony will pick a few games. Very, very similar to the Friday football forecast we used to do at KMBR for years. And it's just fun. I like picking games. And we really did well last year, dude. Do you still happen to have those stats in your head by any chance? Because we had a really solid winning percentage last year.
Not even close. But I know we were way above. I don't have those anywhere, but I know we were way above 500. I do know that.
Yeah, for real. We got really hot. Like I got hot, you got hot. It happens. Sometimes you just get crushed week after week after week, and you're like, "Why am I doing this at all? Why am I picking? I'm embarrassing my family name." But last year was not one of those years. We were smoking hot last year, so hopefully that continues. And okay, I'll shut up if Troy's ready. I'll stop talking.
Troy is ready, so I'm going to try and bring him on, and let's just see what happens. This is our main man, Troy Clardy. I'm going to bring him to the stage, and Paulie, you can say hello, and we'll see what happens.
It's our great friend Troy Clardy, play-by-play voice of Stanford. Troy, great to see your face, man. How you doing today? Can you hear us? Can we hear you? Let's find out.
Fellas, it's awesome to see you and hear you guys. Modern technology is a wonderful thing. Apparently, when you have the compatible browser. So my apologies for running a couple minutes behind, but awesome to be with you guys. Hope you guys are doing great.
Yeah. Now, and just for full disclosure, we should tell the audience that Troy, Tony, and myself, we go back a long ways. We all started in this business together. Troy, it was right around 97, 1998, those kind of years. We've worked together in the past. And I got to say, I'm very proud of what you've accomplished, man, watching your trajectory and watching you ascend into the play-by-play community here in the Bay Area. How long have you been the play-by-play voice of Stanford as we speak?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. 28 years ago on Tuesday was when our good friend Darren Chan finally acquiesced to me breaking down the door and finally hired me in the old days on the nifty 1050.
Yeah, the former home of the Oakland Raiders. We had, in fact, it was pretty interesting when Troy and Tony and myself and Darren and Rod Brooks, a lot of us started on the Ticket 1050. You look back on that period and you realize, damn, the Raiders had some really good teams with John Gruden. Stanford basketball was probably at its peak during those Ticket 1050 years, and we carried Stanford basketball. And Lee Hammer was running that station before he went to KMBR. So we were kind of in the right place at the right time. We got great Raider teams, great Stanford teams, and Troy, you were right there in the middle of that hurricane known as the Ticket 1050.
Yeah, and Stanford went to a Rose Bowl during the 1050 days, during those 1050 days as well. So don't forget that. But fast forward to now, year number 3 for me. It officially got underway as the play-by-play voice of Stanford football men's basketball. Year number 3 got underway in Honolulu last weekend. Wish it had been a better result. Kind of annoying towards the end as Hawaii gets 2 field goals in the final 2:01. First field goal to tie it, second field goal to win it. So you hate to come back to the mainland 0-1, but you know what? That's football. Sometimes that's just how it works. But it's been fun. It's been an absolute blast. Being with this program, being around this program, and following, these guys and serving this university as the voice of football and men's basketball. As an alum myself, hard to beat. It's been a lot of fun, and hopefully it's even more fun this year.
Dude, Troy, thank you so much for joining us, by the way, and also congratulations on the latest news about you being added to the 49ers play-by-play team with Tim Ryan this season. And of course, we send, Paulie and I do it almost on the daily about sending the best vibes possible to our colleague and main man, Greg Papa. But in the meantime, you're one of the guys filling in for him, dude. And like, first of all, do you know what week that is yet, or have they told you yet?
I'm not sure if I'm at liberty to say which game or games I'm in for. I don't know. But I will say this: a game that I'm on for might have outsized influence on how things stack up in the division. So I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it at that for now. And Tony, thanks. I appreciate the congrats and the sentiments there. And look, let's face it. And I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I hate the circumstances surrounding this. Right. I absolutely hate it. Greg Papa means the world to me, means a lot to me. I produced his old show on the 1050 back in the day. Yeah. And he's one of my play-by-play heroes. And I loved working with him. I love being around him. He's been super encouraging as I've gotten more and more into play-by-play over the last few years or so. So I absolutely hate the circumstances under which this is happening. That being said, still honored to have the chance and get a crack at Don in the headset for this is San Francisco 49ers radio, man. I mean, this is as big as it gets. So it's the epitome of mixed feelings. I'm fired up for the opportunity, but I hate why it's happening. Yeah.
Hey, Troy, before we get into some actual Niner football, so you've seen videos of Greg getting manhandled by Tim Ryan in the booth, like when
you better be ready. You better be ready for the Tim Ryan experience. Yeah, that's right, bro. Just shaking Tim like a freaking rag doll in the middle of a drive. Yeah, he gets physical. He gets physical in the booth. I'm sorry, Tony. Finish your question, but
it's a good thing I go to the gym 3 times a week generally. Anyway, I might need to step up that regimen here from the sound of it.
I'm not really working out for my health or for my physique. I'm just working out to survive the Tim Ryan experience. I just want to survive it. That's all. Yeah.
I mean, honest to God, Troy, I always hope that the opposing team fumbles, but now I actually really do hope they fumble because of Tim's fumble calls, where you could be saying whatever, you could be saying the most important news of the broadcast, and if a team fumbles, he's going to jump in and yell ball out. And he's going to
out like at the top of his lungs, shattering the glass. Yeah.
So Troy, just be ready. You might want to wear some protective gear, but I'm very excited to hear you and Tim in the booth, my man. Are you ready for it? It's going to be great.
Bring Kevlar. Okay, noted. Check. All right, I got it. I'll hop on some websites and see what I can dig up here after we're done with this chat. But yeah, looking forward to the opportunity, and it's going to be fun. It's kind of amazing. This will be actually the 4th Niners game I've done overall. I did NFL for Compass Media Networks for a couple of years, and those 3 games happened to be Christian McCaffrey's first 49er start, when he ran past and threw for a touchdown, or caught and threw a touchdown against the Rams down at SoFi. That was actually my NFL debut. Nice. Niners Buccaneers in 2022. Tom Brady's final appearance at Levi's and Brock Purdy's first start.
Yeah.
And Cowboys 49ers in 2023 Sunday Night Football when the 49ers just served up a hot buttered beatdown on the boys. So
Yeah.
for whatever it's worth, Niners are 3-0 when I'm on the mic.
Yeah, man, yeah. I love it.
Hey, sorry, Paulie, real quick. You mentioned CMC and your Stanford connection. Did you have any run-ins with him or any experience with him when he was at Stanford and you were at Stanford?
Good question.
Not necessarily when we were both at when he was at Stanford. Rather, obviously, you know, our career, his career overlapped a bit until senior year of 2016. So not really outside of a media type situation, you know, talking to him after sticking the microphone in his face after practice or whenever he would come to the weekly press conference during those times. It's funny, I actually had a bit more interaction with him afterwards because for a few years, Stanford football would broadcast its pro day festivities on ESPN Plus. I think it was ESPN, no, it was ESPN3 back in those days. And Chris McCaffrey was in the building, you know, for one of those pro days. And I'm going to spin it back just a little bit because we broadcast McCaffrey's pro day, and it was intriguing because one of the things I noticed after McCaffrey was done with his workout was that Ron Rivera, now the Cal football general manager.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that anymore. But back then, he was the Carolina Panthers head coach. And Rivera made a beeline to Christian and his dad, Ed McCaffrey. And they were talking for like a good 15 minutes. And I'm like, okay. And of course, the Panthers ended up drafting Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
So fast forward a couple years, it's pro day once again, and McCaffrey was in the building. He hopped on a headset and he joined us for like a good 15, 20 minutes during the show. It was actually really, really cool. So, you know, it's always great to see the alumni supporting Stanford football. Look, it's been tough the last few years, right? Let's not, there's no way to spin it. There's no way around it. It's been pretty tough. But it's been great to see the consistent alumni support from guys like Christian McCaffrey, from guys like John Lynch. You know, Andrew Luck, of course, is now running the show for the program, and he's done a terrific job of getting folks excited about it all over again a bit. So, and McCaffrey, you know, he's right there among it as well, supporting the program whenever he can. So that's been pretty cool to see.
You know, as we talk about Troy's work with Stanford, I want to pick your brain a little bit too, just on the state of Stanford basketball, like where the program is, where what you would kind of expect to see this year, because I always feel like the Bay Area sports landscape obviously is at its best when Stanford and Cal are competitive, and be it in basketball or in football or any of the sports. They throw baseball in there. But what is the state of Stanford men's hoop as we speak, Troy? Because I'm not sure what to expect from them this year, but where are they in your mind?
Yeah, you're throwing me for a loop. I can't even get into hoops mode until like late October or so. I'm swimming with football stuff right now. But it is a very valid question, and you're absolutely right. The Bay Area sports scene is much better and much more compelling, certainly on the collegiate side anyway, when Stanford and Cal both are good together. On the football side, that has not been the case in 30 plus years, right? Yeah. When Stanford's been good, Cal has not been. And when Cal has been good, Stanford has not been. And there have been a few times when neither Stanford and Cal have been good in football. So hopefully at some point, both programs figure out how to rise their tides and be competitive together, and hey, maybe get the College Game Day out here for big game one of these years. As for basketball, they're in better shape now than they were, say, May of 2024. Obviously, with Kyle Smith, the Stanford head coach, coming in. This is his second year after coming down from Washington State, and really just almost everyone just left out the door. I mean, it is college sports these days, the transfer portal being what it is. Yep. That is what that is. But Maxime Reynaud, terrific center, 7-footer from Paris, France. He stayed after initially going to the transfer portal. He stayed. That was the key. Stanford able to build, get 20-plus wins, and make its first postseason in quite a while. So that was great to see. Now, Maxime, drafted by the Sacramento Kings. Josiah Sellers, a nice shooting guard. Would have been nice if he'd stuck around, but he ended up transferring off to St. John's. That is what that is. But, you know, you bring in some new guys, you mix them in with the veterans on the squad. It's going to be intriguing. Kyle Smith has made it a competitive program. Now they need to make steps to get even more competitive, and it's going to be intriguing because look, the home slate this year, you got Duke and North Carolina both coming to Maples Pavilion this winter. Okay, that's going to be intriguing stuff.
Yeah, no, that's as blue chip as it gets. And by the way, Tony, we have questions now from our audience coming in for Troy. Let's throw Aaron Kask up there because it's kind of a joke, but there is a real question in here too. Throw that up and let Troy take a look at this. Troy, if you can't see it, it says, will Troy be wearing the new rivalry jersey during the broadcast? But then he gets to it. Joking aside, is it hard to do play-by-play when the uniforms are not visually what you're used to? You know what? It's a good question. I swear to God, I remember Tim Ryan saying that, Troy, that when they trotted out the black unis, I forget if it was 2 or 3 seasons ago, it actually was hard to tell who was who. They have made some modifications now, so I think it'll be a little easier, but it's a good question, Troy. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. It can be depending upon what the color scheme is. I know Stanford over the years has broken out black jerseys with cardinal red numerals. It might look cool on the field, but when you're trying to call a game from the 7th or the 8th floor, and stuff's happening, hundreds of yards away from you, it can be very, very difficult. And it's good to have a terrific spotter, by your side. That certainly helps out a lot. But yes, I think maybe it takes a bit of an adjustment. Maybe if they're wearing normal colors, right? If they're wearing normal red, normal white, you kind of get used to that pretty quickly. But some color schemes, black and dark black jerseys and dark numbers in particular, good luck. I mean, sometimes who makes the tackle can be very much a rumor. So yeah, it can be difficult depending on what the color scheme is.
Oh man, hey Troy, before we let you go here, I want to say I really, really, really hope and cross my fingers that Juwan Jennings is actually on the field when you're in the booth, because I can't be more frustrated about this Juwan Jennings thing. I want him on the field, and it's over a month. So I'm just crossing my fingers that by the time you're in the booth, Juwan Jennings is on the field. And I hope you can join me in that sentiment.
It's funny when you look at the Niners. I mean, yes, there's Purdy. Yes, there's McCaffrey. Yes, there's Fred Warner. There are a couple other pieces there, but a lot of question marks everywhere else. But man, you could say that about everybody else in the NFC West, right? Yeah. I mean, this division is wide open for the taking. Add to that the fact that the interconference crossover division is the AFC South.
Yep.
I mean, whoever can walk, the door's open in the NFC West right now. Niners have the tools, Niners have the potential, but they also have a lot of question marks. But again, you can say that about the Rams, especially with Matt Stafford and his back. Who knows with the Cardinals, if they're finally going to wake up, and Seattle kind of seems to be maybe potentially starting over in some respects as well. So doors open in the NFC West. Who's going to walk through it? Could it be the Niners? I don't know. We'll see.
Jake Moody's 49ers, by the way, Troy Clardy. We're hoping that you don't have to hopefully you don't have to call a missed PAT or a missed field goal by Jake Moody. So that's another finger crossed for me, by the way. Sorry, Paulie. I don't mean to go.
Tony's rough on Jake Moody. He's very unforgiving on Moody. And you have every right to be. A lot of wins and losses hinge on his foot. So you're not wrong. But Tony, just to let you know, Troy, the backstory here, he's been extremely rough on Jake Moody throughout the entire preseason.
You're such a nice man, though.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what in this stirs up such vitriol inside you?
No, Tony's a pacifist. He's a hippie, but the violence and the anger come out when Jake Moody trots on the field. Troy, I've seen it.
Tony, as long as I've known you, you've been a pillar of the community. You've read to the blind. You've sang to the deaf. You drink Yoo-hoo all the time.
He does.
This just shocks me. This just absolutely shocks me.
And Troy, I'll tell you what, 24 of 34 last season is what this is all about. Or missing PATs in the preseason with no pressure.
How about kickoffs that go out of bounds, Tony? I know you're a big fan of those too. Yeah.
Kickoffs that go out of bounds in situations where there's no pressure, where there's nothing on the line. So
I think Moody's going to be fine. I do. I think Moody's going to be fine. I'm trying to calm the waters over here, Troy. I'm trying to get behind our guy because, like it or not, That's our kicker, Tony. That's our kicker, man. Yeah.
Paulie, and I know Troy will support me in this. Paulie, maybe then I'll buy you a Jake Moody rivalry jersey. For you to wear
I'll throw it on. I'll support my guy. I'm a Niner fan. I got no problem supporting him. Hey, Troy, thank you for being a good sport and stopping by. And also, seriously, congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Very happy for your career and all the things you've accomplished so far. And now I look forward to hearing you in the booth with Tim Ryan. Like you said, that's as big as that's top of the food chain, man. San Francisco 49er football, and Troy will be calling a game later on in the schedule. So, Troy, thank you. Congratulations. And let's do this again. Tony, final words. Go ahead, buddy.
I got one more thing to just let the PMP Familia know about is that we've mentioned this a few times on the show about a certain barbecue fire pit session at my cabin in Tahoe years and years ago. Yeah. We mentioned that it was Paulie. We mentioned that it was Darren Chan. We mentioned that it was Rod Brooks. We mentioned that it was myself. But it was also our man, Troy Clardy. And he was there witnessing us grilling hamburgers on a shovel.
Yeah, on a shovel. Yeah.
So that's how far back we go with Troy. And really, Troy, it's like watching a brother of mine and Paul's succeed in life and really do well, and knowing how hard you've worked to get to this position, man. I'm so happy for you, brother, and I'm so excited for you. And it's just, you deserve all of it. And you're damn good at what you do, by the way, also. So congrats on all of it, man. And like you said before, I know that the circumstances aren't ideal, and we send our love to Greg every day. But if there's a positive to come out of that, it's somebody like you getting this opportunity, and like you said, and being honored to fill in Greg's shoes.
No, fellas, thank you. That means a lot. I'll just go out there and try not to screw it up. Thanks a bunch. Really appreciate it. Yes, let's do this again soon. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay sane. Go Stanford and go Niners.
Yeah, Troy. Thank you, man. Great talking to you, Troy. Great to see your face, and we'll catch up again soon, man. Take care.
Awesome. You guys got it.
Nice. Troy Clardy, everybody. Voice of play-by-play voice of Stanford football, Stanford basketball, and now San Francisco 49er football. You know what, Tony? I got to tell you, every once in a while, you look around and you realize, like, we were just a bunch of punks, man. Literally, just a bunch of punks right off the street. Tony Salvador gave us all these opportunities at the beginning of our careers, and that goes for you and me and Darren and Rod and Troy. And it's just great to see everybody kind of surviving the business, because it's a unforgiving business, man. The broadcast media, sports talk, it's as cutthroat as it gets. It's as competitive as it gets. And to survive it for even 5 years is an accomplishment. And the fact that we're all still standing after all this year, and exciting things are still happening. Us going with Cron, Troy Clardy going with Stanford and the 49ers. He just makes me proud. I'm very proud of that kid, T. Great to see his face. He's truly one of the good guys out there. Like, Troy is a good human being, and I think you could kind of get a feel for that when we're talking to him today.
I mean, all the stuff he was joking around about me and pillar of the community, it's actually what you could say about him and mean it, like, seriously. Like, he is a great dude, and we couldn't be happier for him. But Paulie,
T, what's up, man? What?
Thank you to the Robot Centaur Sports Desk. We have the 49ers have signed Russell Gage back to the squad on a 1-year deal. So Russell Gage is back in the wide receiver room for a 1-year deal. So that's good news, I believe. And then also, Robot Centaur did say, find somebody that loves you the way Kyle loves Moody. So I just wanted to end on that note. This is and before we get to the musical assignment, and before we give away our Sound Summit tickets, Paulie, I'm going to ride your wave about Jake Moody. I'm going to turn the page.
We got no choice. It's like Robert De Niro said in Raging Bull, when his wife brought out the steak a little late and it's overcooked. He's very unhappy. He's got, I got no choice. By the way, the hard drive is still right over here, Tony. We got to get to work on that freaking hard drive. One of these days, you guys, I will unleash the soundboard on my end too. I've had challenge after challenge after challenge. On the technical side, I do. What's up? What?
The rules are there ain't no rules.
Okay, thank you, Greater Fist.
Give me a second here.
If you need a beer, grab a beer.
Herb. Herb is a plant. Herb's so good for everything.
And then here we go, Paulie, the extended dance remix. Oh, I can't. Just Roger's grown for you.
Well, let me play along. Let me just retort. Let me answer that with one of the cuts I did successfully load. It's Keith Richards describing the backstage scene at any given Rolling Stones show.
And there's other guys that just burst in your dressing room and say, "Where's the dope?" You know?
Hey,
you know, I've always wanted to ask you this. Obviously, that's Keith's laugh, and we
where's
have
the dope. You know what I mean? What?
And here.
I want to know who that other guy is, dude. Howling with Keith. Who is that guy? Yeah. I think he's like a music journalist, probably somebody from Rolling Stone or something like that. Give it to me again. You can hear him in lockstep with Keith.
It makes me
really dissect that. Yeah.
That was going to be my question to you: is who is that person? But if you don't know either, that's amazing. So
somebody who's interviewing him. It's somebody who's interviewing him and like, hey, what's the backstage? Well, there's other guys that burst into your dressing room. So yeah, I think it's a music journalist. He was
Paulie,
talking
do you know who that other laugh is?
Oh no.
See, and then I know Los D loves that.
Oh no.
So I'm playing that for Los D, and we got to give Los D some love.
100%.
I want to give him mad love right now at the end of the show. No, actually, it's not the end of the show.
We actually got a few more things we need to do. Yeah, before we go. But no, let's definitely talk about Carlos and flex funding, Tony. Absolutely.
Go
sorry.
ahead. Go.
You go ahead. We're stepping all over each other. All right, let's talk about Carlos De La Fuente. 925-250-4894. Listen, the other night, the kind of inspiration behind the entire event was Carlos. It was like, hey, man, let's get the listeners together in a relaxed, kind of, no pressure environment where we can all have like just easy conversations about the services that Carlos provides, which is a variety of financial services. He's a mortgage lender, but he's also incredibly informed about a variety of financial matters, how to handle your money, what to do with your money or lack thereof. Like sometimes, it's as simple as just needing a loan, you know what I mean? To get from A to B. Sometimes you have to do that. You have to find different ways to kind of prop up your finances. If you're going through a rough patch, yes, he does handle private money loans. And the good news is too, is like, and I think everybody would attest to this. Everybody that hung out the other night sees how good of a guy Carlos is. He's just a good dude. He's a good dude, but it's important to have a guy like that in your corner as you go through. Take it from me. Listen, I am not well informed in the financial world. I need people to guide me through that. And you need professional help. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, we all have areas of expertise. We all have things we're good at. And then we all have other areas where we're a little uncomfortable. So having a guy like Carlos in your corner, very valuable, unbelievably trustworthy, unbelievably just a stand-up guy, San Francisco native. He's been in the finance game for 26 years. So he's like Dr. Matt Young. He's seen it all. He's done it all. He's got the information. Yeah, they're two of the greats right there. Neil Denardi and Carlos De La Fuente at the game the other night. Look at the smiles, dude. Come on, man. That's a guy you can trust right there. And Creative Tony, even being your bitter rival in the high school sports landscape, you guys even managed to share a couple of smiles and laughs the other night. Those of you who need some cash, talk to Carlos. Those of you who are interested in a HELOC loan, talk to Carlos, a home equity line of credit. You will never get hit with a hidden fee, an appraisal fee, escrow, title fees. None of that stuff happens when you work with Carlos, Tony. And again, he will give you the very fast closing too. Yeah, nice, dude. That's a great shot. That's a great Tony. Looks like you've had a couple right there, by the way, dude. You're like tell me a bedtime story, Carlos. Throwing your head on his shoulder, and I'll let you share a couple of words about Carlos as well, Tony. I mean, I've said a lot of the stuff about his business, but just then there's the human being, then there's the guy, and having him in your corner, as I've said multiple times, is worthy and valuable unto itself.
Dude, so Los, by the way, the whole point of that meetup was Los's idea, and he wanted to meet people. He said here's all these names on the chat. He sees the names on the chat, but he was like, I want to meet people in person. That's how I roll. That's the type of person I am. He loves interpersonal communication. I'm the same way. So it was his idea, and he said that he had great conversations with almost everybody there, many people, and people did approach him about their certain situations, which was the point of, I mean, there was many points of the hangout, but that was one of the main points of the hangout, was that he wanted people to be able to approach him in person, and it worked. And dude, I want to give love to one of the colleagues that Carlos works with. I want to give love to this realtor in Palo Alto, Daryl, who was at the game. And I just walked up to Daryl, and I just wanted to know how he was connected and linked into the whole PMP scene. And he said, I'm here because of my working a relationship with Carlos over 20 years. And he goes, that guy has been such an incredible partner. We talk business all the time. I refer him all the time, and I refer him because I know that he's going to handle them in the right way. And I said, what? And he goes, and I'm putting my name behind them by referring him. So I was like, damn, dude, and I go, that's why you're here today. And he goes, exactly. I'm here to see Los. I'm here to represent Los. I'm like, damn, dude, that's. And so I asked him, I said, give me your card, and I'm going to get him to do a video for us too. Cause those kind of testimonials, it's easy for us to say it because we love Los, and it's easy for Los to say it because he's actually in the biz. But when you get other people that Los deals with all the time to talk about him, that's the real proof in the pudding. You know what I mean, Paulie? So yeah. And so really, if you have a financial situation, present it to Los and he will help you. And again, I want to stress too, if it's not the right time, he's not going to force it, but he wants to build that relationship for when it is the right time. And then it's kind of like these people that you trust. Your mechanic is somebody you really want to trust. Your dentist, Dr. Young, your doctor, these people that you really want to trust. And you're with your finances, you want to have somebody that you trust and feel confident and feel like you have a good connection with. And Carlos De La Fuente is one of those people. Give him a call, 925-250-4894, 925-250-4894, or email carlos@myflexnow.com. P.
Yeah, and he'd be happy to hear from you, man. And just think of it this way, like when you do get uptight, and believe me, we've all been uptight about money at one time or another, unless you're born into the royal family or something. I mean, money matters and money concerns are real. It's just something that affects everybody at one time or another. And think about like how cool it is now that we have a guy. Like the PMP community, we have a guy. We have a money guy. It's great. And Carlos, we love you, man. Also want to say happy birthday to Carlos. His actual birthday is on August 31st, I believe. So have a great weekend, Carlos. Cheers to you, my brother, and enjoy your birthday, man. Onward and upward. Tony, a couple of other messages.
Sorry, real quick. You mentioned birthdays. I got to give love to my goddaughter and my niece, Gemma Marcoletti. It's her birthday today. She's an 8th grader at Our Lady of Angels in Burlingame. She's part of the student council. She's a badass athlete, and she's my niece. And I just wanted to do that at the beginning of the show, but I'm now doing it at the end of the show because you brought up Los's birthday. I just want to wish my goddaughter Gemma a very happy birthday.
Why stop there? Let's keep it going. Let's keep the birthdays flying, because check this out. It's my son Tommy's birthday today. Happy birthday to Tommy. Yep. He's growing up now, man. He's in his 20s. It's unbelievable. Happy birthday, Tommy. I love you. I'll be calling you after the show today. And then finally, another birthday wish right on top of that one. Rags' brother, Brian, has a birthday today, too. So happy birthday to Brian Narag. Brian, I love you as well. And I'll be calling you later on today as well. So birthdays all over the place. Happy birthdays, ahoy. Tony, go ahead.
Happy birthdays, ahoy. You just mentioned Brian. Rags, we have to have another nickname for Rags, like Rags 2.0, or I don't know what you want to call Brian Rags, but he's on Instagram right now, watching us on Instagram. So thanks for checking out the show, Brian, and happy birthday, my man. And one of these days we will celebrate in person with the Rags family. If we let's get them all out here. And
Peralta coming in, not bad, not a bad nickname. Brags. Yeah. For Brian and Rags combined. Brags. Not bad. Never heard that before, but it's not bad. C Rags and B Rags. Anyway, Brian rules. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Tommy, my son. I love you so much. Tony, let me do this real quick.
Sorry, Paulie. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm going to do this, and I'll contact Tommy myself, but I need a piano video of Tommy tickling.
You're gonna have to get it from him. He's not gonna, you know what I mean? I don't know if he'd listen to that from me. You would have from Uncle Tony. He might. Uncle Cue Ball. He might do it. Yes.
Just so everybody knows, Paulie's son Tommy is a badass on the piano.
He really is. Yeah, he's a hell of a player.
Really, really talented. And I just want to show everybody else his skills. So I'll approach him on my own, Paulie, and then we'll make it happen.
Dude, right after last time he came over, he was like, "Hey, Dad, you want to hear Eruption on the piano?" And I'm like, yeah. And then he starts playing Eruption by Van Halen. He plays all kinds of stuff. But yeah, he just casually peeled off a version of Eruption last time he was over here at the house. Here comes Scarlet Fire. We got more birthday. It's birthday mania all of a sudden. Scarlet Fire, happy birthday to my firstborn tomorrow, 22 years old. Absolutely. Scarlet Fire, the mom checking in. You got it. Happy birthday to Scarlet Fire, son. 100%.
Nice. Okay. Fantastic.
You know what? This is a good tie-in. Since we're talking birthdays and people get gifts on their birthdays, I'm going to give some gifts away right effing now. If
Nice.
you want to attend the Sound Summit concert in 2 weeks, which will be emceed by myself and Brian Murphy, the Murphy Mac reunion, pardon me, we've got a pair of tickets for you right now. We're going to do some trivia. If you know the answer, send it to paulyspod@gmail.com. We'll give you 2 tickets for set, which again is an incredible event up on Mount Tam in the Mountain Theater. You will never find a more beautiful, venue than that one. I mean, you're overlooking the city. You're up on Mount Tam. It's spectacular up there. So here's the question: the headlining. What do you got, T?
The rules are there ain't no rules.
So normally on the show, we don't have rules, but the one rule we have on the show when we do trivia questions is if you know the answer, do not, and you're on the chat, do not put it in the chat. I'm just saying, just please email us, paulyspod@gmail.com. Do not put it in the chat. Thank you. And this is for PMP VIP. So if you want to start winning tickets and being eligible to win tickets, become a member of the PMP VIP. And for those VIPs that are on the chat or listening on the show, email us, paulyspod@gmail.com with the hopefully the correct answer. And the first one to email us via the timestamp of the email will be the winner.
You know what's really weird? A lot of people are saying that Pauly Mac, am now appearing blurry on the feed. I don't know. It looks clean on my end, so I don't know what's going on, you guys. Maybe refresh the screen. I don't know. Anyway, we're almost done for the. I don't know how to solve that blurriness. It's out of my hands. Here's the question: the headlining band at Sound Summit this year is the band called Cake. And Cake, because they have such great taste in music, they are smart enough to cover a Black Sabbath song, pretty famously, actually. So the question is, you guys email me, and the first one to get this correctly, you will get the tickets, and we'll announce the winner on Tuesday when we come back from the break. But which Black Sabbath song does Cake cover? Send the answer into Pauly's pod@gmail.com, and we'll award those tickets on Tuesday. Since we're talking music, Tony, let's hand deliver the music assignment, and then we're going to wrap the show and send everybody into a long, extended holiday weekend. And I hope you guys all have a great weekend, by the way. Enjoy yourselves out there. Just be safe. Don't get behind the wheel if you're going to have a couple of pops. Call an Uber, call a cab, because we want to see you back on Tuesday. Tony, here we go.
Peep this, particle heads. PMP's weekly musical assignment begins now, right now.
I want to go first this week, and then Tony's going to go, and then we'll do all the listener submissions. But we did it like a Labor Day kind of assignment this week, where it's like we're all getting the day off on Monday because we all work so hard, right? It's Labor blanking Day, Labor Day. We're all involved in the labor in one form or another. So songs about working, songs about your job, songs about hating your boss, songs about loving your boss, songs about having an affair with your boss. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. Creative Tony, I'm going first today. I'm going to pull out a relic from the Pauly Mac archives. I probably bought this record when I was 14. You're going to see the wear and tear on this bad boy. It's Rush, All the World's a Stage. This is their first live album. This thing came out all the way back in 1976. It's probably their heaviest record. If you like the heavier Rush stuff, this would be the one you're going to want to listen to. They do a complete 2112 on here, Lakeside Park, Fly By Night, Bastille Day, In the Mood. It's a great album. It's a great hard rock / heavy metal live album from the 70s. And Tony, the song I'm going to go with, pretty obvious choice. There is an epic version, and I don't use that word very often. Everything's epic now. Oh my God, it was epic. I saw a movie, it was epic. Oh my God, the new Niner uniforms, they're epic. But this actually is epic by definition. There's a great version of Working Man on here. And that's like the ultimate Labor Day song. I get up at 7, yes. I go to work at 9. I got no time for living, yes. I'm working all the time. Come home at 5 o'clock, take myself out a nice cold beer. Dude, Working Man. So the huge extended version of Working Man is my choice for the Labor Day music assignment. I will add that to the playlist in just a couple of minutes. And again, if you're interested in spinning our PMP playlist, I have it on Spotify for you. All you got to do is go to Spotify and then search. Make sure I give you the right name. It is the PMP Playlist 25. PMP Playlist 25, which will now include the live version of Working Man. Tony, you're up, my brother. What do you got for us?
Dude, I love that, by the way. And then you made me think, like an honorable mention is Mr. Brownstone from Guns N' Roses. I get up around 7 and get out of bed around 9. But but my choice is I often I go back to just a great American, a great Bay Area resident, and 49er fan and Giants fan, and a friend of your show back in the day on KBR, a friend of my uncle's show on The Bone. And I got to go back to our man Huey Lewis and Huey Lewis in the News. And I'm taking what they're giving because I'm working for a living. Pa, 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 whoa, whoa, working for a living. Whoa, whoa. And then remember the Andrew Wiggins song we made?
Taking what he's giving because I'm digging Andrew Wiggins. Ba, 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 da, 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 ba, ba, da, 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 dude, I'm taking what he's given, and I'm digging Andrew Wiggins. Of course I remember that, dude. Of course. Shout out Wiggs, dude. You want a ring? He got a ring in Golden State.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
So working for a living. I'm going to put that on right now. All right. And don't forget, as we talk about work and labor and all that stuff, by the time when we end the show today, Tony, you got to end it with the Escobar Mike Reno pose. As we
dude, I literally wrote a note on my, it says Escobar cheeks. That's all it says on my notes right there. Escobar cheeks.
Not only did you do that, you put a star and 2 exclamation points next to it. You're very excited about those cheeks. And why shouldn't you be? Okay. Other listener contributions. Here they come, you guys. From Dom Peralta, the one and only Dommy Peralta, Stellar Design, Peralta Arts. You know the resume. He came in with some good ones today. Cumberland Blues, Grateful Dead, Slave to the Grind by Skid Row. Slave to the Grind. Good track. Dude, Clocked In by Black. Now you're freaking talking, Dom. Clocked In by Black Flag. Great one. And then finally, Slaves and Bulldozers from Soundgarden. Nice collection of tracks there from Dom. Tony, you go ahead and read them from the Polymac particle email box. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, this is everybody emailed into polyspot@gmail.com. I've got Chuck Equisto, which is P1 Chuck. He says, Working for the Weekend by Loverboy, which might win the most votes. I would guess it might
deservedly. Do you want to talk Mikey Reno setting up the weekend? You count me in. Okay, I'm in. Yeah.
Why don't we say if we get more than 4 votes for Working for the Weekend, we put it on the playlist?
Done.
All right. So we got P1 Chuck doing Working for the Weekend by Loverboy. He also says Working on a Highway by Springsteen.
Nice. Good job. I didn't even think of that. That's a great track. Good call, Chuck. Yeah.
And we've got Corinne checking in. What's up, Corinne? She says, dude, Working for the Weekend. That's number 2.
Okay.
Second, Working for the Weekend. She also says, Take This Job and Shove It. So that's, that's a great one.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Good one. Yeah.
And dude, here goes John Joseph, man. Just bear with me. He goes, the Vogues have a song called 5 O'Clock World. The Animals, We Gotta Get Out of This Place.
Great song, dude. Boom, bum, bum, great song, John. Great one.
Dolly Parton's classic 9 to 5. MOD, Get a Job.
Yeah, dude. Methods of Destruction. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Devo, Working in the Coal Mine.
Nice, bro. Nice. By the way, shout out to Devo. That's De-Evolution, Jocko Homo, Spud Boys all around. There's a great new documentary on Netflix about Devo. I've already watched it. I highly recommend it. If you don't know the full Devo story, it's pretty damn amazing. They were students at Kent State when that awful shooting happened in 1970, and that's what made them launch the project Devo. They were hippies up until then, and then they were like, you know what? This hippie thing ain't working. We're getting gunned down on the campus. We're going to have to change our whole approach here. So they introduced this idea of de-evolution. Anyway, long-winded way of me promoting the documentary. Check it out. It's really good, really interesting.
Nice. I have that in my queue, Paulie. I have that.
You'll like it. You will be happy you watched. Yes.
Once I finish the Brett Favre, the Fall of Favre on Netflix, I'm finishing that. It's only an hour long, but geez, man.
Have you gotten through well, I don't even want to get into it. I don't want to give Brett Favre any of my attention. I'm an anti-Favre guy from way back.
Yeah, just what a
douchebag. He's stealing money from disaster funds and stuff, like a total scumbag. Anyway, sorry, Tony, go ahead.
No, it's okay. We don't need to waste any more time. I'd rather talk about the new Niner unis instead of Brett Favre.
Okay, all right.
By the way, we should contact the Niners and see if we can get one of those jerseys to give away. You know, if they want to promote them so mightily, so heavily, maybe we can
just so long as I get one to wear myself with the Moody name and number on the back, Tony. That's all I ask. Yeah, and I'm not even exaggerating. I'll wear that thing. I'll wear it in a heartbeat. You'll see.
Oh man, I would actually, dude. Well, let's just go.
We'll see what happens. Right. One thing at a time. Yeah.
How about this? As long as he makes field goals, there's no jersey purchased. But after his first miss, you're getting a jersey.
Count me in. I'm ready. I'll be right here, ready to rock it. Yeah.
Okay. And if Seattle comes down to a field goal, well,
which it easily could. What's the over under on missed kicks on opening week? T. What do you got? 2? We'll set the over under at 2.
Well, just to be like Vegas style, let's go 2.5. Let's go 2.5. Right? You got the over
that half could wind up saving your ass, man. That half could wind up saving your bacon. So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
By the way, I see the Nutter on the chat. What's up, Nutter? I had a great hang with Nutter on Tuesday night. I just want to give some love to him. Pacifica's finest, by the way. The Nutter, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm a Nutter fan too. I'm a fan of all these guys. You guys are all awesome. Keep it coming, T. What else you got in the mailbag?
It's John Joseph's finishing out John Joseph's Take This Job and Shove It by Johnny Paycheck and DRI's Worker B. John Joseph, thank you, man. Great calls. Let's see. Oh, dude, third vote for Working for the Weekend by Lily. Lily
Okay.
Merchant.
Nice. What's up, Lily Merchant? Okay, got it.
Dom Peralta checking in. He says Cumberland Blues by Grateful Dead.
I already did Tommy's. I did Dom's, Tony.
You did? I missed that. Sorry about that. Did you do all of his? You did all 4?
I did them all, yeah.
Okay. And then let's see. Escobar. Dude, look at Escobar go, man. This is great. He goes Back to Work by Sonora Ponchena. Ponceña. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize.
Okay.
I Got That Work by the Big Timers.
Nice.
Work by Gang Star, and Star, by the way, I want to recognize 2 R's in Star.
Nice.
He gets on the Working Man train. Working Man by Rush.
Nice.
Dude, this is a great selection. Working Day and Night by Michael Jackson. Working Day and Night, because we're the party people night and day. It's a great song. I'm Working by Charlie Crockett. Wichita Lineman, Glenn Campbell.
Okay.
And then lastly, dude, of course, it's Escobar to get the 4th and final vote for Working for the Weekend by Loverboy.
Okay, here it goes. Going on the playlist right now. I'll put it on right now. By the way, Tony, who was that 90s artist? I think it was in the 90s. It was like a dance track, like a pop track. I don't remember who this was, but it was like, work that body, boom, 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 work that body. Do you remember that track, Work That Body?
I do. It's something
that help us out. Yeah, help us out.
It's not Climax with a K and 2 X's?
I hope it is. Climax with 2 X's and a K. Yeah.
Climax had the song Meeting in the Ladies' Room.
Do you guys know any Climax? You know what I mean?
Be back real soon. That was Climax. Hang on. Okay, dude, this is Noemi. Noemi checking in, and she says she has Utah Give Me 2. She says Michael Jackson's Working Day and Night. Also, she also says Devo's Watch Us Work It. So, dude, some Devo love and some Michael Jackson love from Noemi Catalina.
Yeah, Noemi, very nice. Yes.
And go get Noemi's hot sauce. I think it's info. Oh, I got to get her email address again. Noemi, if you're on the chat, put it in the chat and we'll pump it up for you. She just packaged her first bottle of hot sauce today. So she's starting to sell it and send it out. If you want
you should. It's great stuff, man. Get everybody to buy some of that. Absolutely.
Dude, Scar the Fire just saying, you know what? I'm going to give you an entire album. Working Man's Dead. She also says Big Boss Man, written by Jimmy Red, performed by the Dead. And then she says Working on the Highway by Bruce Springsteen, aka The Boss.
Yeah.
Let's see, Rags, checking in. Rags, dude.
What?
He says, yo, 3 effing words for this one. Bachman, Turner, Overdrive. Taken care of business.
That's it. It's a pretty obvious banana. Take good care of banana of my business. Yeah, totally. Every day, in every way. I got you, Rags. I got you.
And by the way, we're going along today because we don't have a show tomorrow, which is fine. Right. So he says, ask Paulie if he remembers our sophomore year in high school, state championship high school basketball team would come out on the court to this song, Taking Care of Business.
Yeah, yeah, we had a good hoop team that one year. That was about it, though. My high school had a really good football team, good lacrosse team, but basketball like only flares up once in a while. Usually they were getting their asses kicked. But we had the best fans. I'll tell you that. We had the best high school basketball fans in the state, as far as I'm concerned. All right, Tony, keep them coming, dude. What else we got?
I think we got 3 more. We got Nikki D. Francesco. Nikki D, he says, Easy Wind by Grateful Dead. Shout out Pigpen, which is
100%. Nikki, great one. Dude, I love Easy Wind, man. Great one. And long live Pigpen, too. Shout out Pig. Yeah.
Totally. And then Jerome checking in. What's up, Jerome? He says he's got 2. He says Brother's Gonna Work It Out by Willie Hutch off the Mac soundtrack. And then he also says working for a living, Huey Lewis in the News. Nice, Jerome. Me and you, buddy. Me and you. Oh, Patty from Napa also checked in, says working for a living by Huey Lewis in the News. So 3 votes for Huey. I love it.
3 votes for Huey, 4 votes for Loverboy. I think we got 2 votes for Rush. Nice widespread kind of eclectic batch of songs today. Really, I was impressed, actually. I heard a lot I did not expect to hear.
2 more, Paulie. We got David Shanklin, aka Shank, aka NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC. By the way, Shank, you were sorely missed on Tuesday, man. So we look forward to the next hang, but we missed you on Tuesday. He says career opportunities by the
Career opportunities are ones that never knock. Great call, dude. Always got to get the Clash on there, especially when you're talking about labor and stuff. The Clash were at the forefront. Great call. Great call.
And then, dude, we're gonna finish it strong with Gravy, Marky Graves from Arizona. Mark is one of the greatest. He sent us the t-shirts again. Thank you for those this week. The Geezer Butler t-shirt. By the way, my daughter yesterday, she's like, Dad, what's on your shirt? And I go, oh, well,
that's Geezer Terry Butler. Yeah, that's all. You've heard his work on NIB, of course. The solo, yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
I go, Olivia. She goes, his name is Geezer. And I go, yeah, you got a problem with that? You know?
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, learn it, accept it, embrace it. Yes, his name is Geezer. Yeah, celebrate it. Yeah.
Finally, Marky Graves checks in. He says, "Feel Like a Number" by Bob Seger.
Good track. Finally, Feel Like a Number. Yeah.
That is a good track. I'm a Seger dude. By the way, one of the bigger regrets in life, Paulie, is Ralph Barbieri invited me to go see Bob Seger with him at Shoreline in the front row. And
I got tickets for Bob Seger, Tony. You should come with me. We'll fit in the front. We'll rock out. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I really wish I could have gone. I couldn't make it schedule wise. So I'm like, damn it. It would have been a fun night with Ralph, and it would have been Ralph and I rocking out to Bob Seger. Anyways, total side note. Sorry about that. And then also Gravy says, and a final vote of the day for Working Man by Rush.
Nice. Okay, kids. Well, thank you all very much for playing along. We'll do it again next week. One of the staples of the PMP show is our weekly music assignment. Get that picture of the cheeks ready, but not until I want to thank Young Dental, Dr. Matt Young and the Young Dental Group, the Young Dental SF Group, by the way. Email them at info@youngdentalsf.com. You can call Dr. Young anytime, 415-392-8611. Tony will be heading in today to finish up his crown procedure, get those teeth polished up a little bit. You're going to look great. You're going to feel great, too. It's always a great feeling when you walk out of his office and you're like, damn, my teeth are whiter than they've ever been. He'll get you there today, Tony. So good luck with Dr. Young. He offers comprehensive dental care across the board, cleanings, fillings, implants, veneers, orthodontics, emergency care, what have you. Whatever the need, Dr. Young. Yo, check out the DJ while his record revolves it or whatever. He'll solve any dental problem you have. There he is. There's the man right there, looking happy, healthy. It's a couple of happy boys right there. Tell Dr. Young I said hello, too. And then, of course, thank you, Low Steve. Carlos De La Fuente and Flex Funding, 925-250-4894. Email Carlos anytime as well. Carlos@myflexnow.com. If you're in a financial jam, he'll get you out of it. If you need advice, he'll give it to you. If you want to talk about a loan, he can definitely have that conversation. So get in touch with Carlos today and the great services of Flex Funding. Creative Tony, we are at the moment of truth. I want everybody to have a great long weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Shut it down, man. It's good for your brain to just shut it down for a couple of days. Do whatever you want to do. Go fishing like me. Wish me luck, by the way. I'm going to be fishing for bass with Jeff Faust in a couple of days. Enjoy your break. That's all, you guys. We'll reconvene on Tuesday. I'll be checking in on social media over the weekend, too. Maybe send some VIP stuff out. And we'll announce the winner of the Sound Summit tickets on Tuesday. We'll have we got college football tonight, dude. We got, I think, Cincinnati, Nebraska is the ESPN game. So we actually have the return of football. And when we come back Tuesday, we will be talking about week 1 of the NFL schedule. It's going to be really exciting to get football back, Tony. So you have a great weekend as well, my man. Good luck down in Santa Barbara, T.
Hey, Paulie, I also want to I just hopped over to Instagram Live for a second. I don't want to forget people that watch on Instagram. Thank you all for tuning in over there. We got Corinne over there. We got Brian Rags. We got Mark. Hey, Mark Jacino checking in. I'll be seeing Mark. His son is on our missions team. I'll be in Santa Barbara with Mark. Mark will have a cold beer probably tomorrow night. H. Steinman. We've got J. Ronimo 21. We got Matt Stenson. We got Longbridge Pizza. We got Rich P. Bra. We got Loch Leasy, KK Bell, Noemi, Kathy Dubois, Donna 49er, just some of the names checking in on Instagram, IG Live. So thank you very much for checking in, everybody over there. Don't forget the audio versions are available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and tune in just at Polymax Particles. And if you are on our YouTube page, please hit the like and subscribe. The algorithm likes it. It feeds off of it. We have no control over it. It's very bizarre, but it's just a thing. So like and subscribe. And if you want to be eligible to win tickets, become a VIP. And it's down there in the corner of the screen too, next to the bell. You can become a member of the PMP VIP. And we're going to send some footage this weekend. Paulie's going to send some footage from Jerry's middle finger, hopefully, or fishing footage, dude. Fishing footage of you and Jeff Faust from the Freestone Peaches.
Hey, fishing footage 10 times fast. Go ahead.
Fishing footage. I'll do.
Yeah, I'll give you 2. That's about. Hey, by the way, I don't want to leave out our friends on the Crown 4 Plus app as well. If you're watching on the Crown 4 Plus app, hello, y'all. Hope you guys are digging the show. It's great to be part of the Crown 4 family. We are so proud and honored and humbled to be over there with Crown, legendary call letters in San Francisco, and a rebuild in progress, man. The good people at Crown 4, led by Chris Flynn, they are reintroducing the brand. There is a lot more to come. We are just a small part of this, but I think you're going to like the new Cron 4. So hello to everybody on the Cron 4 Plus app as well. Okay, let's take a look at the backside of a Escobar III as we get ready to say goodbye.
Before I bring up Escobar, I just want to say one last time, Polly, congratulations to Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift on their engagement. It's the purest, most heartfelt engagement I've ever experienced, I've ever witnessed.
Only reason I'm hitting the air horn is I'd rather drown him out with noise than listen to that. So as many times as I need to. By the way, I put something in bookmarks. We can look at this next week. This is how ridiculous it's gotten. I have a video of a college professor sitting in his classroom. I forget the school, but we can watch this on Tuesday. You're going to get a whole weekend full of Travis Kelce nonsense. But this professor, he's got the classroom loaded with kids. He walks up to the blackboard and he goes, guys, I don't know if you've heard the news. We have huge new American news today. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are now officially engaged. And to be honest with you, I don't think I can teach you today. I think I need to collect my own thoughts. So everybody, class dismiss. The guy dismisses the freaking class because that's where your tuition dollars are going, by the way. A professor who is so weak-minded that he can't teach his class because he's overwhelmed by the T Swift Kelce. I swear I'm going to throw up, dude. It's going to make me sick physically, spiritually, emotionally. I can't take it. I can't. So let's not talk about as we're getting ready for the weekend, Tony, don't poison the atmosphere with that kind of horse S.
Well, I have to one-up you, Paulie, before we see Escobar's cheeks, is that I got a text today, and I thought it was a joke, and it turns out it's real. DoorDash is offering 13% off all orders to celebrate the Taylor Swift's engagement using the code 13, dude.
Who gives an S? Who gives an S? This is this is not worthy news. There's so much going on in the world. Now we're getting discounts because those two jackasses are getting married. I got no time. I can't help you.
Hold on. Dude, the post from DoorDash says, so even if you're not one of the 30 million who liked the announcement post, you can still use the discount code. It's like, why am I being? Anyways, I
want to start my own group of people. I want to lead the movement of people that dislike their engagement. Forget about the 30 million that like it. Who wants to join me in the ongoing, an always growing group of people that dislike this entire situation? And by the way, what a coincidence! What a coincidence that they just got engaged before the start of the NFL season. Don't tell me the NFL's not going to hold the Chiefs' hand and try to usher them into the Super Bowl. And get ready. You know Taylor Swift is going to play this. It's coming. It's coming. I'm telling you. Get ready for the announcement. They haven't said it yet, but Taylor Swift, I guarantee you, will play the halftime show. We're going to have like a mass vomit session throughout the United States of America that Sunday. Let's not even let that happen. Let's not let the Chiefs get to the Super Bowl. And it starts week 1 with a Jim Harbaugh-led win over. I'm telling you right now, the Chargers are going to beat the Chiefs next week. I'm calling it right now. We'll get more into that next week. Oh, look at you with the microplastics. Go ahead, Tony. Drink that.
No, this is this is the last time the Niners won a Super Bowl.
I know, and that's it. Every time you take a sip of that bad boy, there's some kind of carcinogen going into your system. But that's a risk you want to take. That's up to you, Tony.
Paulie, we walk out our front door and you're getting microplastics, buddy. So it's all good. Just enjoy it.
Just what are you going to do? We're all going to die. What are you going to say? I want Escobar. Yes. That's what I'm talking. Everybody is working for the weekend. That's our great friend, our great listener, Escobar III. He did the Mike Reno pose. We will end every Friday or a weekending show with that image right there. Give me David Lee Roth while I'm looking at Escobar. Let's double dip. Hey, I want to say, Tony, thank you guys for a very memorable week. Monica Lopez, James Lazat, Beat LA, Noemi, John Joseph, Rags, Brian Nareg, Tommy McCaffrey, Corinne, Anthony Merkovich. We love you guys. Thank you so much for a really fun week. And the night out at the yard was a great one for all of us. And Tony, send everybody home. Enjoy. Good luck in Santa Barbara, buddy. We'll be back on Tuesday at 11. And Tony, you get the final word, kid.
I'm thrilled for everybody to have 4 days of just go chill. Like you said, Paulie, go chill, go do, if you do nothing, sometimes the best weekends are when you do nothing. So go do nothing, like Seinfeld, nothing, just do nothing. But anyways, everybody cheers and have a great weekend. And thank you again for supporting the show. This would not exist without all of you. So just can't thank you enough, and hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And we'll see you on Tuesday, 11 a.m. Tuesday. And it'll be opening week of the NFL. Our fantasy team will be put together. We'll be prepping for Niners Seahawks all next week. Maybe Jennings wants to get off his ass sorry. I'm gonna stay positive. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes away from first pitch at Oracle Park too. We got Logan Webb on the hill. Let's get that sweep over the Cubs. Go Giants. Enjoy college football too. It's gonna be fun, man. Football is back. Creative Tony and I will see everybody on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Everybody be safe. Have a great weekend, you guys. Cheers. We'll be back Tuesday. Have a good one.
Yeah, peace, y'all.